All right, let's start our meditation by bowing down to Shri Mataji. And we can raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a nice bandhan. Let's open our hands on our lap and take a nice deep breath and let it out slowly. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for gathering us here today to learn about theater at your lotus feet. Please awaken the qualities in us of artistry and playfulness. Let's put both our hands on the Mother Earth. And we can keep our eyes closed, or we can look towards Shri Mataji's lotus feet. Let's take Shri Ganesha's mantra 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can feel the strength of the Mother Earth supporting us. We can feel the love of Shri Ganesha protecting us. Shri Ganesha, you are the one who is the source of innocence, the source of joy, and the source of play. Let's bring our hands back to our lap. And if our eyes are closed, we can open them and look towards Shri Mataji's face. Shri Mataji, we know you are Shri Mahamaya. You are the one who makes the play and the illusion of the universe. And the plays that you make help us grow. Let's put both our hands on our center heart. We can ask for Shri Mataji to come into our heart and fill our heart with courage and love. We can sing the song, Mother, Please Come in My Heart. We will sing it 2 times. Mother, please come in my heart. Let me clean my heart so that you are there. Put your feet into my heart. Let your feet be worshipped in my heart. Take me away from illusions. Keep me away from delusions. Keep me in reality. Take away the sheen of superficiality. Let me enjoy your feet in my heart. Let me see your feet in my heart. Mother, please come in my heart. Let me clean my heart so that you are there. Put your feet into my heart. Let your feet be worshipped in my heart. Take me away from illusions. Keep me away from delusions. Keep me in reality. Take away the sheen of superficiality. Let me enjoy your feet in my heart. Let me see your feet in my heart, in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. Now let's bring our right hand down to our Swadhisthana chakra. Our left hand can be open in our lap. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Saraswati, you who are Shri Mahasaraswati, you are the one who fills us up with spontaneity and creativity. Please be in our Swadhisthana. Make us creative. Free us from our plans. You are the one who makes life fun. So please fill us up with fun. Let's take the mantra to Sri Brahmadeva Saraswati one time. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's raise our hand to our Nabi chakra. We can sing the song Peace in My Nabi and Peace in the World. Peace in my Nabi and peace in the world. Peace in my Nabi and in the universe. We will shine the beauty of Mother Earth. Peace in my Nabi and peace in the world. Now let's raise our right hand to our Vishuddhi chakra and give a bandhan to our center Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, you are the one who creates the Leela, which is the play. But you are also the witness of the play, the audience of the play. So please awaken within us this quality of the witness, the one who sees and enjoys the funny theater of this world, of this life that we're in. Let us see all this comedy and tragedy and know that we are the spirit that witnesses it all. We can bring our hands to our Agnya chakra and bend our Agnya down so that our Sahasrara points towards Shri Mataji's photo. Let's take the mantra to Shri Mary Jesus one time. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can take both hands and put them on either side of our ego and superego, and we can say Om Hum Ksham 7 times. Om Hum Ksham Hum Ksham Hum Ksham Hum Ksham Hum Ksham Hum Ksham Hum Ksham. And I'm going to sing a song called Our Father, which is very good for our Agnya chakra. If you know this song, you can sing along. This is actually a song from a play that we did at Kanajahari. Our Father, who who art in heaven, holy be thy name. Forgive us as we forgive each other. And now in glory let us light the flame. Our Father, O King of heaven, to you we vow our strength, and in devotion to you and to our Mother. Oh, now in glory let us light the flame. Our Father, the light of heaven, thank you for your love. Take hands now, and rising with each other. Oh, now in glory let us light the flame. Oh, now in glory let us light these flames. Let's raise our right hand up to our Sahasrara. Let's press our palm on our Sahasrara chakra and massage it gently. And ask Shri Mataji, please come into my Sahasrara. Please open all the petals of my Sahasrara to receive and share the joy. Then you can rest your hand back on your lap. And let's keep our attention in our Sahasrara. We will meditate in silence for a moment. Now we're going to watch a small clip of Shri Mataji. And this is a clip from an entertainment program where the yogis have just performed a play for Shri Mataji. And at the end, she gives them some advice on how to improve the ending of their play. So let's watch how she guides them in making their play.
Now, to end it up, we can make a beautiful Sahasrara out of all these ladies. Should I tell them? All right, you all come up on the stage. We must have the Sahasrara at the end of Mataji's song, isn't it? From the side, this is open side, not from the closed side. No, no. From the open side. Open side, hide your hand. Hide your hand. Yes. Open side, you put it down. Open side, all of you sit together. No, no, one hand only. One hand makes it. All of you sit together. Fully covering your head. Now sit down. Sit down. Make a bigger circle. Now put your right hand inside the spalla. Inside. Your hand should not be seen. Now all of you sit down. All of you hold it here. Make a pointed thing. Now will you please sit down this side? Who is this one? Just make a round. Come along. No, not like that. Do you understand? This hand, you take it up like that. Now hide your faces. Do you hide your faces? Take it further. Up in the air. Take your hands further. Up in the air. No, still more. Yes. Now, that's it. Now you all bend down. Absolutely bend down. That's the closed lotus. See that? Close, bend further. Close further. Bend further. Put down your hand fully. Further, put your hand as much as you can. Now, sing the song. Now, don't get up. Keep your hand slowly. Hold it at the edge of the sari. Hold it properly. Very close, you sit down. You can make 2 circles if you like. Make 2 circles would be better. Make 2 circles. All right, now come along. Hold it higher. Like this. Just hold it like this. Your face should not be seen. Like this, can you hold it, your sari? With your hand not showing. Now bring it down. Hold it tight. Now be careful. First of all, take it properly. No. She's not all right. Just put it. She's taken the other way now. Yes. Take the upper one. Yes. Yes, that's it. Somebody has done there a good one with the pig. That's how. Do it now. Bend it. Make a full circle. Come closer to each other. That's it. Now sing the song. Slowly get up. Very slowly. Just a minute. Slowly, very slowly. Some are not opening. Now bend back. Up to a point. See? Now again go back. Again. Slowly. First class.
Okay, so to finish the meditation portion of our theater morning that we are having, we will do something that Srimataji asked us to do at the start of every theater rehearsal. I'm going to tell you in a minute about the theater company that she created. And what she asked us to do is to sing her 3 great mantras and bow down to her before we start practicing any play. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sing her 3 great mantras and then bow down and raise our kundalini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devya Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devya Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devya Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devya Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devya Namo Namaha. Let's bow down and raise our Kundalini and put Bandhan. All right, everybody. So I hope you all had a nice meditation. And now we're going to learn a little bit more about theater, and we're going to play some games and do some theater ourselves. Yes, Nira, you have something to say?
What is a theater again?
What is a theater? That is such a great question. Does anyone know? Nanak, what do you think?
The place where people play plays and do that type of things that happened in the video. Like you just showed us, they were doing some dance kind of thing in front of Shamataji and making a flower.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so this is a great question, actually. What is a play? I saw Neil, you raised your hand. What do you think it is?
I think it's basically play is basically a type of action you do for Shimataji.
Yes, definitely. I think every art that we make as yogis, we're making for Srimataji. And action is a really great word. I'm going to write down some of these things you guys are saying because I think it's good for us to ask this question, what is a theater? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm writing. And then I'm going to call on Sahasra. So 1 second. See my screen? So
I can see
there's
Google Slides.
the action. You can see it?
I can see Google Slides.
It's a Google slide, yeah. So I'm writing in it. Okay, so we know that a play has action. Sahasra, what else is a play?
It's art. A play
It's a
is
type of art. Yeah. And someone said we perform for Srimataji. And someone said there's dance in it sometimes. What else do we know about plays? Nanak, yeah.
There, in plays, it can also be that many people come together and they pretend to be other people from an action that has happened. Like you might do a play for Ramayana.
Aha, many people come together and pretend to be other people. And you might tell a story like Ramayana. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to underline this word story because that's going to be important for us. I see a hand raised in the red shirt. What is your name? I can't see your name right now. Is that Neil? Neil, go ahead.
So also a play also it represents a feeling for Srimataji by all of us sage yogis.
Yeah, it represents a feeling for Srimataji by the Sahaja Yogis. Often it expresses our devotion, right? Especially that part that we watched. They were singing a song called Jai Srimataji. Neera, what do you think? What do you want to add?
They sing songs, they sing classical songs, and they also act in some kinds of people. They can also be trees or like the sky. I don't know really if like sky, but they could be a tree or a flower. You can be anything in a play, but it depends how many people can come, like what is in the direction of the play. Like a example, like a flower.
Uh-huh.
So
What were they being in the one that we just watched? What were they being?
they were being, I think, a flower.
Yeah. Does anyone know what flower they were being? Aditya, I see your hand up.
They were being a lotus.
Yeah, which lotus? Where does it live? Which chakra?
Sahasrar.
Sahasrara, that's right. Yeah. And Aditya, did you want to say something else about theater? What else is there in theater?
It can also express joy or fun.
Yeah. When you guys go out and play on the playground at school, that's called a play. Called playing, right? And when we make a play in theater, it's also called a play. So why? Why would we call it a play?
It's like because you also like play in the, like you act and all that, like kids do it, and like when they go into the playground they play a lot. So it's like when you go into like do a play, it's like you could also have to play. So it's like, and you have to like play that, you have to say stuff and all that. They're but there are still difference in both.
Yeah, there are differences, but that's true. I think the idea that a play is playful, and also you have to say when you're stopping and starting, otherwise people don't know if are you still acting someone else or are you now. Yes, Sahasra, what did you want to add?
I have two things to add. So one of them is that plays help everyone work together, and also play can mean like to perform and to act also.
I love what you said about plays can help people work together because that's so true. Did you see how Srimataji had to direct the ladies how to do it together? And then when one lotus petal was not coming up, she was saying, oh, some of the petals are not opening. Like the image did not work until everyone did it together. So that's a good point. Aditya, yes, what did you want to add?
I accidentally forgot to put my hand down.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, so we have some pretty good idea now what a theater is. And I want to add one idea for you all, which is that theater is like the Sahasrara of the arts. Because we talked about how theater includes action, it can include visual art, right? Like it can include a background or it can include beautiful costumes. It can include music. It can include, what other arts can it include?
Dance?
Dance, yeah. Nanak, what else?
If somebody's performing on a theater stage, he might be showing his talent for art, like somebody might be playing an instrument.
Totally. Yeah. So this is why I would say that theater is like the Sahasrara of the arts because it uses all the different arts, and in the Sahasrara all the different qualities are expressed. So I have a question for you. Did you guys know that Sri Mataji founded a theater company? Raise your hand if you knew that. Raise your hand if you didn't know that. Pretty cool, right? She founded a theater company. And the question is why? Why would she found a theater company? Because she could found maybe a dance group or a music group or an art group. So why did she found a theater company? What do you think, Leo? Neil, sorry.
Oh, I think it is because she found a theater so that we can work together, and then we can become more like nice because we work together, and when we work together we get some special powers.
Yeah, that's such a great description. I agree. Why else, Sahasra?
Because theater combines all of that together: singing, dance, art.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a way to show her love for all of the arts because if they're all expressed through theater, then she can express that love through forming a theater company. Aditya, and I forgot your brother's name, Aditya, but I see your hand up.
He's my friend. His name is Sanjit.
Sanjit. Yes, you both had something to add. Go ahead, both of you.
It can express creativity.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Express your thoughts.
Yeah, it can express thoughts or ideas about the world, right? Yeah, and that's important too. I wanted to tell you about the company that Sri Mataji formed, which is called Theater of Eternal Values. And she gave the name of this theater company. In fact, she was originally going to call it the Peace Warriors. And then, no, she changed it. She said, I want to make it the Theater of Eternal Values. So if you reflect on the values that we have as yogis, the values of innocence and joy and collectivity, she wanted to make sure that the theater that we make expresses that idea. So she chose the name, she chose the first play, she chose the actors, and she gave instructions on how to rehearse. And she actually started it in Europe, and now we have a branch of TEV in America, which I'm part of. You can see that's me in that picture. And this is one of the plays they did in Europe, which was called William Blake's Divine Humanity. So now we're going to take some time to make our own play very quickly in this little class that we have together. Let's see what we can create together. But the first thing that actors do before they perform is they warm up. So what do you need to warm up to be able to act well? What do you need to prepare about yourself? Does anyone know? Yes, Aditya.
Your throat.
Your throat or your voice? Yes, that's definitely true. What else do we need to warm up? Do you guys think? Or prepare? If you have to stand on stage, yes. Sanjit, go ahead.
Our mind.
Your mind, yeah, you need to be ready. If you're not paying attention and it's your turn to act, you're going to be in trouble. So, okay, we've got voice and mind. What else? Sahasra.
Maybe the props.
The props, yeah, you have to get your props ready. Right now we're going to do a play without props, so we're good on that one, but that's a good point. Neil, what else?
To also to listen carefully to know when it is your turn to act and when it's not.
Definitely. Listening is very important for acting, so we can prepare ourselves to listen well. Yes, Shrishti, what else?
Prepare the speeches, like what everyone's going to say.
Yeah, we can prepare our speeches. That's part of preparing our voice. There's one really big thing we're missing, you guys. If I'm going to stand up and act, what is doing the action? What part of me is doing the action? Neil, go ahead.
I think it's your body because
Yes. Absolutely. We have to warm up our body. Yes, go ahead, Neil.
why is because usually our body does the action and that's in our body, I think the body controls all of our other parts to move.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So these are all the things we need to warm up. We're going to do it very quickly so that we have time to make our play. But let's start by yes, that's right, Sahasra. Sometimes you need to warm up your confidence or your bravery to stand on stage. So let's just start by warming up our body, and then we'll move on to our voice and all the other things. So take a moment and stretch yourself up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath, and then stretch over to one side. Take a nice deep breath. Stretch over to the other side. Take a nice deep breath. And then stretch back like you're lying in a really comfortable bed and take a nice deep breath like this. And then stretch forward like you're reaching for something that is really beautiful. I don't know. Whatever it is, maybe it's a nice day or a day at the beach. Reach towards it, reach, 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 and take a nice deep breath in this position. Cool, and then come up and just shake out your hands a little bit to wake yourself up. Wake up your whole body, give yourself a little wiggle, like a dog that's wet and it has to get all the water off. Okay, now our bodies are a little bit more warm. Let's warm up our voices a little bit. So we are going to do some tongue twisters. Do you guys know any tongue twisters? Yes? Shrishti, can you suggest one?
I don't really have one, but I know what tongue twisters are.
You know what they are. Cool. What about you, Sahasra?
I know, like, the woodchuck one. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Amazing. I'm going to put this in the chat, and then we're all going to say it 3 times fast. How much wood could a woodchuck, oh my gosh, this is hard to spell, chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Okay, ready? Ready, guys? We're going to let's do it 5 times so we can warm up our faces. And the trick with a tongue twister is even if you make a mistake, take a deep breath and keep going and just try and enunciate really big with your mouth, okay? Ready? Here we go. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Nice. Okay, should we do one more? Does anyone else have a good tongue twister? What about, do you guys know this one? She sells seashells by the seashore. Let's do that one 5 times fast, okay? Ready, set, Go. She
Seashells.
sells seashells by the seashore. She 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 sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, good. Do you guys feel warmed up in your voices? Voices are feeling warmed up? Okay, good. Now the only thing we need to warm up is our brain and our listening. So the way that actors do that is by playing a game. And so we are going to play a game called Zip, Zap, Zop. Okay, can everyone say zip, zap, zop after me?
Zip, zap, zop.
Up.
Perfect. Okay.
Zop.
Here's how this works. This uses your body and your brain and your voice and everything. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your hands ready and you're going to do a nice like arrow motion with your arm when you say any of these things. So it would be like zip, zap, zop.
Zip, zap, zop.
Perfect. Okay. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to say zip and then someone's name. So that person then has to say zap and someone else's name. And then the next person has to say zop and then other person's name. So you have to say two things, the word, either zip, zap, or zop, and the person's name. And if you make a mistake, you're out. But we'll do one practice round, okay? So that everyone can try it out. Does it make sense how it works?
Yes.
Okay. So let's remind ourselves the names we have in the room are Neil, Neera, Srishti, Nanak, Sahasra, Omkar, and Himani. Are you guys there? Because your screen is not turned on. I don't know if they're there or not. Okay, so for now we're not gonna send it to them because they may not be able to answer. But we also have Aditya and Sanjit. Okay, ready? And we have me, Auntie Poornima. And actually, Auntie Stephanie, do you want to turn on your camera? Do you want to play with us? I don't know if she's there, you guys. Okay, we're going to play without her for now, but we'll bring her in later. Ready? Here we go. Zip, Neil.
Zap, Aditya.
Zop, Sanjay. Zip, Nanak.
Zap, Srishti.
Zip, Neera.
Zap, sister.
Zip, Auntie Poornima.
Okay, good. The only thing is we keep skipping our zops. So we're doing our zip and our zap, but don't forget to do our zop. Okay, so let's actually try and go in the same order that we just went and see if we can do it correctly. So ready? I'm going to go to Neil again. Zip, Neil.
Zap, Aditya.
Zop, Sanjay. Zip, Nanak.
Zot, Srishti.
Zap, Neera.
Zip, zip, Sastara.
Zap, Auntie Poornima.
Okay, we're still struggling to get our zips, our zaps, and our zops into order. So here's my question. Does everyone know who they send it to?
Zip, zap.
Yes? Does everyone know who they receive it from?
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I definitely know.
Okay, good. Let's try going in this order and leave out the names. So we're just going to say zip, zap, zop. And because we know exactly who we're receiving it from, we should be able to do it. Can we try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Zip.
Zap.
Zop. Zip.
Zap.
Zap.
Zip,
Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
Zap. Zop.
Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
Great. I'm going to pause us. You guys were doing really well. Nana, can you leave yourself unmuted so that you don't have to unmute yourself before you do your zipping, your zapping, and your zopping? And we're doing so well. Let's see if we can just do it 2 times in a row, really smooth with no pauses. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Zip.
Zap.
Zop. Zip.
Zap.
Zop. Zap.
Okay, we struggle. So what we would usually do is we play this with outs, but I believe in us. I think we can do this perfectly all together. We can work as a team and make it happen. So let's try one more time and just listen closely to what came before you. Everyone knows the order: zip, zap, zop, and then you start again with zip. So let's try one more time. Let's go from Nanak.
Zip.
Who do you send it to, Nanak? Who's your person?
Srishti.
Srishti.
It's Srishti.
Okay, so send it one more time. It's Srishti. He's going to send it to you. You ready?
Zip. Srishti.
Zap. Neil.
Zop.
Zip.
Zap.
Neil.
You guys, why are we getting worse at this game? We were doing so well. Okay, I'm actually gonna pause us because I want us to have time to play another game. But do you see how you can use a game to warm up your brain and your listening? It really depends on your listening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just beginners as actors, so that's totally fine. So here's the thing that I wanted to share with you about theater. Theater is a place where you can tell a story. And I just want to give you an example of one theater show that I created with my husband, Tessizo, for Theater of Eternal Values. It's a children's play, okay? And I actually have some pictures of this play. Just based on the pictures, what do you think this play might be about? Yes, Shrishti.
Maybe it's like about a tall tree and the person wonders why this tree is so tall.
Yeah, we know there's a tall tree because we know that's in the name. Yeah, what else do you guys think it could be about? Is it a comedy, a tragedy? Nanak,
Comedy.
you think it's a comedy?
The
Cool.
pictures look funny. I mean, the
They
second
do
one,
look. Yeah, he's making a funny face, isn't he? What else, Sahasra? What do you think about this play?
Yeah, I was gonna say comedy too.
You think it's a comedy? Yeah, it is a comedy. It's a comedy with some serious moments. And this is a play about animals. So this character that I play here is a squirrel. And I actually am going to show you what I use this character. You guys see this? What is this thing?
A squirrel.
It's a squirrel, but what is it made out of? Srishti? It's made out of a hat. That's right. So when I play this character, I'm going to show you what I do. I can't do it with my hair up because it doesn't fit over my head. I put this on, and I'm a really tough squirrel. But I can also take it off, and I can show you what the squirrel is doing. Hey, get out of my trash can. Okay? So where does the squirrel live? Hey, get out of my trash can. Get out.
In
What are
a
you doing?
trash can.
Exactly. The squirrel lives in a trash can. What do you think happens to the squirrel? What do you think happens to her? She lands somewhere and she's like, ah, I'm scared. What is this place? Oh my gosh. How did I end up here? Where do you think she goes?
Into a trash can.
She lives in the trash can. She loves her trash can. She eats the old French fries. Delicious. I love my French fries. So what?
In the garbage dump.
She doesn't end up in a garbage dump. I'm going to show you the pictures again. See if you can figure out where she goes. Hang on.
I know. In the forest.
In the forest.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, she ends up in the forest, and she's pretty scared to be there. And she meets a couple other things in the forest. So she meets this character who has a flute.
A hunter?
What do you think this character is? Look at what this is made of.
It's made out of like, I think like
Feathers.
Exactly. So what type of animal?
A bird.
A bird. Yeah. So she meets a bird, and she meets a grandpa. I will be really surprised if you can guess what this is.
A snake. A snake.
That's what it is.
It's not a snake. It's an animal that lives in Brazil. This
A
character's
lizard. A chameleon.
No.
A lizard.
a squiller, a brown squiller.
That has to be
Armadillo.
What did you say, Aditya?
Armadillo.
It's an armadillo. You got it. Yeah, so this is an armadillo. He speaks Portuguese, and he gets.
armadillo.
What are you doing, little squirrel? What are you doing in my forest?
No way.
All right, but the armadillo gives the squirrel some advice, and she climbs up the tallest tree in the forest so she can see where she is. And this tallest tree becomes like a symbol. It becomes like a way of the squirrel going from being a really she's kind of like an egotistical squirrel, like she thinks she's really great and she lives in a trash can and she doesn't need anybody else. But then she has to accept help from all these other people. And when she gets to the top of the tree, she feels really good. And what is that like? Like when we feel really good, where are we? What tree are we at the top of as yogis?
Our subtle system in the Sahasrara.
Exactly. All right, so do you guys see how you can use a play? Like if I want to say the message of your ego, like depend on your friends and like go to your Sahasrara. I could say that, but it's much more fun if I show it through a story. Do you guys see what I mean? Yes? Okay, cool. So now we're going to do the same thing. So first of all, I want to ask you, like, what is a story that maybe needs to be told, or a topic that you guys worry about sometimes, something that is maybe a conflict in your lives? It could be in school, it could be in the world. What is something that we need stories about? Like I wrote a story about the problem of ego. What do you guys want stories about? Yeah.
So I would want a story about how we get all of the things we got by Shimataji.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Cool. What else do you guys want? Sahasra, yeah, go ahead.
we can maybe do a story about how the Sahasrara helps control us and keep us calm.
Beautiful. Any other ideas? What other stories do we need?
I know.
I think these are pretty good.
I know.
Did someone else want to say one?
Yeah, I want to say one. Another one is how to remove all of the bad negativities, and how to remove ego and superego out of our Agnya chakra.
Okay, wow. So we are very ambitious storytellers here. And I don't know exactly which one of these we are going to arrive at. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to try out, how to always think positive. That's great, Sahasra. We are going to try out writing a story together, one sentence at a time. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in the same order that we did in the Zip Zap Zop game. Does everyone remember who you go after? Does anyone not remember?
I do not remember. Which is me,
Neil, you don't remember who you go after? You go after me,
Okay.
because I used to send the zip to you, okay? If everyone else remembers. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell the story one line at a time. Let's say we'll do this second one. So the Sahasrara, we can talk about it directly, or we can talk about it through a symbol, like the tree is a symbol of our subtle system. I don't know what it's going to be, but a story needs a beginning, a middle, and an end. And so that the beginning, we need to know like who the people are, what they're doing, what they're going. In the middle, we need a problem or a conflict that they're working out. And at the end, they come to a good answer for this problem, okay? Which maybe answers this question or gives this theme. Let's see how we do. I don't know. This is an experiment. This is how theater works. You always do it as an experiment and then see what comes. Okay? So I'm going to say, once upon a time, there was a little girl. Okay? That's my line of the story. Now Neil is going to give the next line. Oh, Neil, I can't hear you. You have to unmute.
I know. Then the little girl was walking on the street.
Then the little girl was walking on the street. Great. Okay, who's after you, Neil? Aditya?
Yeah.
What's the next line?
This is the one for how the Sahasrara helps control us and keep us calm, right?
Yeah, just keep that in the back of your head. But right now, we just have to see what happens next in the story. So we've set up who she is and where she is. Now we need to see what's going to happen to her.
She finds a little boy who is very sad.
Nice. Cool. What happens next, Sanjit?
The girl asks why the boy is very sad.
Okay. Who comes after you, Sanjit?
Nanak.
The boy says that there are bullies on the street.
Okay. Great. And who comes after you, Nanak?
Srishti.
Srishti, what happens next?
Maybe like the girl goes to the boys and tells them to stop.
Awesome. Okay. Then what happens?
Mira.
Then, but they didn't listen.
Cool. Okay.
Then the girl asks the boy to take a bandhan and keep his attention on his Sahasrara.
Beautiful. Okay. What happens next? Who's next in the order?
You are next in the order because
I am next?
starts again.
Did everyone go?
Yes,
Oh, good. Okay.
it's
Girl?
Kara and Himani.
That's okay. I think they're not on the thing. Okay. So the girl asked the boy to take a bandhan and keep his attention on his Sahasrara. He does. And he feels more calm. But he still has fear about the bullies. So what happens next, Neil?
he tries to have no fear.
Then what happens?
The boy goes and tries giving the bully self-realization.
Cool. What happens next?
The bullies take the self-realization and leaves the boy alone. And then they have joy in their heart.
Wow. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to make this into two so that we can see it. Hang on. So here's the thing I will say about this story.
They're both the same.
Yes, they are. I'm just going to take half of it and move it over here so that we can see it bigger. Whoops.
Made that even smaller.
There. Now we can read it. Okay. So we have this story. What I will say is, like, to me, this ending feels a little bit too easy. Sometimes it's not so easy to give bullies self-realization, right? So we have a responsibility as storytellers to be honest about what is hard and also about what is easy. So if we had time, we might make this story longer, and maybe this part takes a whole year and he meets the bullies many times, and at first he's afraid, but after some time it changes, and then the girl helps him, and we could have a much longer story from this. Do you guys agree with me that it's too easy, this ending, or do you think it could happen just like that? Maybe it could. I don't know.
Only if the person who gave the bandan was a realized soul, or really he got motivated, so Shamata just made a miracle.
Yeah, I think that's what we would have to do, is if we show this, it would have to be like really like a powerful miracle moment. We'd have to show that somehow with our bodies, with the music, with the dance, everything. What do you think, Sahasra?
Or we could do like the bullies don't take the self-realization, then the bully's mother got into Saj Yoga and they sort of talk about how to get self-realization.
I love the idea of bringing in the mother. Yeah, because, they don't exist with no relationships. There's a whole world around them. So this is great. I mean, to create a story, it takes some time. And these questions of, like, which part is true, which part do we need to add more? This is the fun part about acting. But the question now we have is, we have a story, and how do we turn this into a play? And so what we need to ask ourselves is, which parts do we want to see acted out? So some parts we could just say, like in a narration, like there was a girl, she did this, she did that, the boy did this, he did that. But which part do we want to see exactly how it happened? The scene. Yeah, Sahasra, what do you think?
When it says, then the girl asked the boy to take a bandan.
Yeah, where is that? Okay, I'm going to highlight this part. We want to see this part as a scene. Which other part do we want to see as a scene? Neil, yes.
So also when he tries to have no fear.
Oh, that would be a really cool scene, like him talking to himself, like, okay, I've got to stop being afraid, like that conversation he has with himself. I love that. Aditya, yes, what do you think?
When the girl tells the girl goes to the boys and tell them to stop.
Yeah, that would be a really dramatic scene, right? She's this little girl and she's talking to these big bullies and she has to give them a message. Yeah, what else, Nanak? You had your hand raised.
The little girl finds a little boy who's very sad, and the girl asks why the boy is very sad.
Yeah. Where is that part? Girl asks. Yeah, that we should see that conversation. If I'm like, oh, she asked him why he was sad, that's not as fun as watching it happen, right?
And also,
So,
the boy said that there are bullies on the. The boy says that there are bullies on the street,
yeah, that should also be part of that scene. So,
and the
yeah,
little girl finds a boy who's very sad.
yes, this part where she finds him, that should also be part of that scene. Cool. Let me just check the chat. Nira, I'm not sure what you want to stop.
Like I said, like then she asks the bullies to stop.
Oh, I see. That's like what she could say to them.
I
Got
was going to tell about like in the story.
Yeah, great. So let's see if we can act out some of these scenes, you guys. I don't know if we have time to do them all, but let's try a couple. So, can I have a volunteer to be the little boy who is sad and the girl who is going to come and ask him why he's sad? Okay, Sahasra, I see your hand up to be the girl. Anyone willing to be the boy who's sad? Nanak, you're muted. Aditya, I see your hand up. Okay, great.
Can I be the
All
bully?
right. You want to be the bully, Aditya? Okay, it's always more fun to play the villains, isn't it? Okay, I need someone to be the boy who's sad. Okay, Nanak, great. All right. Oh, Sanjit, sorry, I saw you. Well, you'll be the boy who's sad in the next scene. We'll spread around the parts. So right now we have Nanak and we have Sahasra. So you guys are gonna unmute yourselves and you're just gonna improvise this scene and see how it goes. Okay? Let's try it out. So Nanak, can you do something with your body to show that you're sad? What do you do with your body when you're sad?
You might slump down and not look at anybody.
Great. So can you do that with your body, like with your head down and your shoulders a little bit? I'm going to show myself. Shoulders a little bit slumped. And if you want, you can even put your head in your hand like this. Okay?
Okay.
Show the action with your body. And then Sahasra is going to come and she's going to ask you what's going on.
What's wrong?
There are bullies on the street.
Uh-oh, where did Sahasra go? We lost an actor, you guys. Oh no! Oh, there she comes. Tragedy averted. Okay, let's start. Let's start the scene again. And let me ask an important question. Does this little boy and this little girl know each other already? Are they already friends?
No.
Okay, so Sahasra, or actually Nanak, when you answer, you might want to like, I don't know if you're going to immediately tell her what's wrong. You might like need to ask her who she is, or what if you maybe like tell her to go away or something first and she has to beg you a little bit to tell her what's wrong. Do you like that idea? Maybe? Okay, unmute Nanak. Let's try this scene one more time. Ready? Set. Yeah, make sure you're unmuted, Nanak.
My Zoom screen went away.
Oh, okay. You heard what I said though, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Sahasra, ready. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Hey, what's wrong?
I don't want to talk.
It's okay, you can tell me what's wrong.
There are bullies on the street.
Okay, let me go talk to them. Hey, don't be mean to everyone. Don't be mean to him.
Okay, bullies. Sorry. Say don't be mean again, and then the bullies are going to answer you.
Don't be mean.
No.
You have anything else to say for yourselves, bullies? This is the challenge, right, of acting, is you have to put your head inside someone else's head. Like, why would someone be mean? Why do people do that? We have to ask this question about other human beings. What do you guys think? Why would a bully be mean? Why do they do that? What makes them do it?
Sometimes they might have something else going on in their lives that makes them.
Ego.
Yeah. What did you say, Aditya?
That they may have like something may happen to them and they feel bad, so they don't know how to take their anger out, so they may bully other people.
Definitely. Yeah, and I think when someone has not admitted that they feel bad, then they have to say that they don't feel bad about things. So let's try it again, that she says, don't be mean, and you say no, and something like, I don't care what people think, I don't feel bad about anything, he deserves it, like some kind of speech where you're trying to convince yourself that you don't have a heart, right? Because this is what bullies do. And if we understand how their mind and their heart works, then we can act them more in detail. Make sense?
Yeah.
Try it again, Sahasra.
Don't be mean.
No, he deserves it.
What would you say, Sahasra, to something like that? Do you agree that he deserves it?
No, nobody should be treated that way. And then, hey, why don't you try taking a bandhan and put your attention on your Sahasrara?
Why should I?
Wait, I was talking to Nanak because that's
That was a perfect response. That was just what a bully would say. Okay, so the bullies have gone off to get some ice creams or something, and now Sahasra is talking to the he's talking to the little boy again. So yes, go ahead, tell him.
Hey, why don't you try taking a bandhan, putting your attention on your Sahasrara?
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, great. So you do it.
Okay.
I have one more thing to add in the story.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Like, since if she got into Saj Yoga, how did she got into Saj Yoga? The bully's mother. So maybe the girl taught them the
No,
Saj
probably,
Yoga.
yeah. Someone else probably taught. I mean, could have been anything.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How does the boy know how to raise a bandhan when no one ever taught him?
Oh, yeah.
Very good point.
Yes.
We have discovered a hole in our story. So, this is something we'd have to, in the second draft, we'd have to take a scene where you give him realization. He takes his bandhan. Yeah. But now I'm really curious to see this scene. Nanak, can you talk to yourself a bit and try and tell yourself not to be afraid? Or actually, here's an idea. Can I put like 2 people on your shoulder for you to listen to? So can I have one person to be like, the bullies are really scary, you should run away and never be seen again. And then have another person be like, no, you are strong, you can do it, to represent his inner fight. Can I have 2 people?
I want to be the one that you can do it.
Okay, Neera's gonna be the you can do it one. Sanjit, do you want to be the one who's like, run away? So after each thing, your little your little thoughts are on either shoulder for you, Nanak, and after each one, you're gonna either say like, oh yeah, I think you're right, or like, oh yeah, maybe I can do it, and you're gonna be pulled back and forth, and they're each gonna say things to you one after another, and at some point, you're gonna either decide to go with one or the other. You ready, Nanak? Okay, we're gonna let the scared voice speak first. Go ahead, Sanjit.
Play, be scared. You'll never be strong enough. You'll never be strong enough to fight them.
Can you show a reaction in your body, Nanak? Like, oh, I'll never be strong enough. Maybe you bend down your shoulders if you feel afraid. Or go like this.
or like this? Can you show us with your body what fear looks like, Nanak? Good. Okay, but now your good voice is going to talk to you. Go ahead, Nira. Make him brave. Go.
You are strong. You can do it. You are strong. You can do it.
Now he looks strong. Okay, scared voice. Go. Give him a different feeling.
I can't. You don't have enough strength to do anything.
Can you describe the bullies to him, like how scary they look?
Giant monsters.
All right. Bravery voice. Go. Try and rescue him from this fear.
You can do it. You have a superhero t-shirt.
Nice. Okay. Fear voice. You get one more try. Try and make him really scared. Try and make him run out of the room.
They're too scary to fight. I don't really know.
That's good. Yeah, you're too scared to fight. Shrishti, do you want to add something to the scared voice?
Yeah. What if both of them are like enemy angels? Like one of them says, "Don't listen to her," or him like that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sanjit, can you be like, "Don't listen to that bravery. She just wants to get you into trouble." Can you say that to him?
Don't listen to that bravery voice. She just wants to get into trouble.
Okay. Nana, can you show us the fear? Yeah. Okay. Great. All right, bravery. Rescue him. Let's go. Come on, save him from himself.
You are a hero. You can do it. You are your own master. You are your own guru. You can protect yourself. And you could ask them to say no. You can do it. You can stop the bullies.
Nice. Okay, you know what scene I really want to see now? Now that you're brave and you're a superhero, I want to see this little boy confront the bullies. Tell them that he is brave now and that he cannot accept from them any more cruelty. Do you think you can do it, Nanak?
Yeah.
And is the bully ready? Have you got yourself in the mindset of someone who doesn't care about other human beings? I know it's hard to do. Are you ready, Aditya?
Yeah.
Okay. Sahasra, do you want to? Should your character come and be part of this too, supporting him?
Okay.
Okay. So you've got your helper there. All right. Ready?
Should I be like saying
Huh?
no? Should I be saying no to whatever he says or like agree?
I don't know. Let's see if you have this character in your mind of someone who on the outside is really tough, but on the inside has been hurt. See if you can, with that imagination, see how you would react in this moment and just follow what you feel. Okay? All right. So Sahasra and Nanak, let's pretend the bullies are like walking away from you on the street and you say, "Hey, I want to talk to you." And they turn to face you. And that's how it starts. Okay? Ready, set, go.
Hey, I want to talk to you.
What do you want?
Nanak has something to say to you.
I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Hey, I don't really care what you say. Doesn't really affect me.
Why do you have to bully people?
Because it's fun.
Be brave, stand up to them.
We don't think it's fun.
That's your
It's not nice to bully other people.
Neil, do you have something you would say? Do you have something to add that they could say?
Oh yeah. So I am brave and I don't care. I'm brave and I don't care about bad things. I care about good things. And all of these bad things are so bad.
I love that. I don't care about bad things. I care about good things. Yeah. What else could he say?
Don't laugh because you're gonna get in trouble by the fearless monarch.
Nice. Shrishti has an idea. Go ahead. What could you say to the bully?
Maybe like if the bullies started like again being rude, you could just ignore them. Or what you could do is like I had an idea too. What if they at school, like everyone finds out that he's like he tells everyone at school and everyone starts sticking up. Then start being a little bit afraid and start running away.
Involving people in the community. Yeah. Yeah. What else? Nira, what could he say in this moment?
He could say that, what about if you were a bully? How would you feel?
Interesting. Yeah. I want to try that in a second. Neil, yes, you had an idea.
Yeah, and also if you do more of that, then I'll tell your mom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting this moment because like I don't know how this would affect the bully or not to say I will tell your mom. Though it is a good idea to tell an adult if someone else your age is hurting you physically or emotionally. So that's a good lesson. But I'm very curious. What is the thing you said again, Nira? How would you feel?
How would you feel if you were bullied?
Yeah, let's try that. Nanak, can you say that to the bully and see what he would do?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Again?
For if they say I don't have a mom. Oh wait, no. If they say I will tell your mom and you say I don't have a mom, like could I say that because it also like that could also be a reason why I'm bullying? Because
Yeah.
I hurt because of that or something?
That's a very interesting idea. Okay, so Nanak, you have two choices of things you can say. You can say both of them if you want, but one at a time. One of them is to say, how would you feel if you were bullied? And the second one is to say, if you keep acting like this, I'm going to tell your mom because it's not okay. Okay? And let's see what the bully is going to say in response. All right? You ready, Nanak?
If you keep doing things like this, I'll tell your parents.
You don't know where I live.
Okay, what else can you say to him? You have another thing you can say.
What would you think if you were bullied?
It doesn't matter because I'm not being bullied.
This is not so easy, right, you guys? We can't just be like, here, take your realization, done. But that's why we need a whole play, right? What we have done is the beginning of our play. We need like an hour to tell this story, and this character needs to meet this bully many times and work it out, and that makes a really good drama. Do you guys agree? It would be interesting.
Why can Nanak now go to the school and tell everybody about that, and then they will gather up together like somebody said like about that? So could Nanak do that now?
Go to the school and tell all the people about it and do the ending of the play? I don't know. I want us to end soon because we've been here a long time, but I just want to hear your final ideas. So Neil, you have your hand raised, and then Shrishti. So Neil, go ahead.
So so the ending will be like so Nanak will go to school and he'll tell everybody, so that when he tells, everybody would gather up near him and tell the bullies to stop, and the bullies will be outnumbered since there'll be a lot of people to help Nanak. So that's why good will win, not
No, but you won't get anything if you try ganging up against another gang. Even if you're bigger than that gang, it'll make the bullies more like, yeah, we don't like you guys, and it'll make you bully you more, and they'll bully you more in revenge.
And also, if we agree that the reason the bullies are being mean is because they don't have parents or they're having a trouble in their life, then everyone ganging up in front of them maybe will not solve the problem.
No,
What do you
it
guys think?
won't help anything. It'll just make them more mad, and they'll try bullying more people, or maybe they'll gang up more on the boy.
Yeah. So, what I want for us to feel here, you guys, is that we don't have to immediately come to the exact answer, right? Because the job of a play is to play, right? To play it out. If we had time, we would do this whole play, all the scenes, talking to the friends, talking to the bullies again, talking to their parents, and then it could have a happy or a sad ending. But our job is to make something that makes the world ask some questions, you know? So the important thing, because you guys have maybe seen bullies in your school. Has anyone encountered bullies before? It's a real thing that happens. So you are doing your job as artists to talk about this, to tell a story about this. And the thing I want to leave you with before we finish today is to keep asking yourselves, what stories does the world need? Oh, I've been seeing bullying. We need this. Oh, I've been seeing this. We need that. Neil, do you have something that you want to put here? What stories do we need?
We need like a story about love and compassion.
Yeah, we do. We need to see that. And we need to see it in a truthful way, even in difficult circumstances. Nanak, what else? What other stories do we need in the world?
We need stories about Sahaj Yoga and why people should do it. We should have stories of Shimataji and gods.
Yeah.
So people can realize what they should really be doing, not like going around and doing weird things, that they should be doing Sahaj Yoga.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We need a way to tell about Sahaja Yoga in an artistic way. Because sometimes if we just tell someone in our words, they won't understand the feeling of it. But if we can share the joy, like, look at what this courage looks like. Look at what the bravery looks like.
And they'll see what Sahaj Yoga really is, and maybe the whole world might start taking to it.
They can understand exactly with their hearts and not just with their heads. What other stories do we need, you guys? Neil, yeah.
We need stories about friendship and working together so that we can become more powerful together and we can get special powers by doing stuff together.
Yeah. Beautiful, you guys. Yeah, Aditya, what else?
How a Sahaj or yogi would deal with daily problems based off vibrations.
Books about what Sahaj Yoga can do to you and how it benefits you in your daily life.
Yeah. I would add that up here as well. You guys, are there any problems that we need to see exposed? Because what this play we just showed, it exposes the problems of bullies, right? And the one that I showed you before, it exposes the problems of ego. So these are showing the solutions, but we also need to expose what is a problem. Is there any problem that needs to be exposed that you see in the world?
Books about what the world needs and what changes people can do.
Yeah.
Books about what Shamataji has taught us and what she had told us to do to the world. How can we expand our wish of spreading Sahaj Yoga in the whole entire world?
Yeah, Neil, what else?
Also, can you tell us what we're talking about again? I forgot.
I'm asking you, what stories does the world need?
Okay.
Yeah.
A story that the world needs is how to, I know, how to, if you're not in Sage Yoga, how to become in Sage Yoga, or how to become a Sage Yogi or Yogini, so that we can work together.
Totally.
Have more people to meditate with. So the more the more people that come, the more power all of us get. More power all of us get, the more we can work together. The more we can work together, the more we can get more work done.
We need autobiographies like this.
Oh, cool. What book is that?
The Rumi collection.
Yeah, I think this is a really important one, is we need stories about great souls, right? Because if we cannot see how they overcame their struggles, we cannot understand how we can overcome ours.
We need books like this.
Yeah. What book is that?
Eternally Inspiring Recollections of Her Divine Mother, Volume 5.
Yeah, can you imagine turning that into a play? Remember what we did where we looked at our story and we were like, oh, this one we should act that scene. This is something you can do with books. So to finish, I just want to encourage you guys to look at the world and reflect on what stories the world needs. Keep reflecting. And please ask your parents to go to Theater of Eternal Values website and get onto our mailing list so that when we have future classes for young people like you guys can come. And also, if you guys have ideas like, oh, Tev should really do a play about this, or I'm seeing something in my classroom, in my world that really needs, there's a problem we need to play about, or there's an amazing story we need to play about. We should make this a book, a play. We really want to hear from you guys because you are the future theater makers. Okay? So before we finish, any last thoughts from you guys? Any last things you want to say before we finish up? No? Okay, let's raise our Kundalini one more time. All together. Bola Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Ki Jai! Ki Jai! Ki Jai! Jai Shri Mataji, everybody. Thank you so much for creating a story and creating a play together. This was fun.
Thank you for coming.
It was
Bye.
bye for
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, bye to the puppy dog there.
Yeah, bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
The dog is waving. I love it. Hey there. Someone's got a unicorn. Yeah, great job, everyone. Everyone did a wonderful job. All right, I'm going to sign off now. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'll leave